Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be working on my first ever custom doll, a sweet Lolita named Amai. I will be giving her a Halloween makeover. I start by removing her original clothing. I will be saving it and giving it back to her some other time. And removing her accessories, her shoes, the little bow in her hair, and the little crossover purse that she has currently around her waist. I will reuse that blouse underneath the new dress. Color scheme is that really pretty hot pink, black, and white. I will be using Yumi King's Gothic Lolita tutorial here on YouTube. I'll link that below. As I was trying to upload this onto my computer, the pink dress footage got corrupted, so here it is with a different color. Basically, I cut out 2 rectangles. The skirt will be approximately 8 inches by 3 inches tall, and then the bodice will be approximately 6 inches wide by 2 1/4 inches tall. And then I gather the skirt portion to fit the bodice portion, sew those together, hem the top of the bodice and the bottom of the skirt, and get this. Once I have that, I will take this really pretty lace and give it a ruffle on the bottom. I did cut that lace in half, so I have a nice smooth edge at the top. Gather it up until it's the right length to fit around the edge of the skirt. I'll do the same for the top, and sew the back together up to the point where her body, including her bum, can fit through. I'll add the snap closures, and then I give the dress a try on, and it looks good to me. I'll give her some black straps. I give her the bow using this spiderweb ribbon in the front, and then a bigger bow using another spiderweb ribbon that's a little bit wider. And then I also use it to make a ruffle on the hem of the dress. And that's the dress complete. To begin the hat, I use some old paperboard from a cereal box, cut out 3 circles, 2 smaller ones, and then one that's a little bit bigger. The 2 smaller ones will be the base of the hat, or the brim, and then the taller one will be for the actual pointy part of the crown of the hat. I cut first a 1/4 circle out of the bigger circle there to start working on making the cone for the crown of the hat. Realized quite quickly that it was too big, so I cut another bit off of it, and then once again still too big, so I cut yet another one, making this into a half circle. That seemed about right, gave me enough overlap to glue, and fit pretty well with the size of the base of the hat, the brim. Once I decided all that, I glue it all together, gluing the 2 brim parts together and the crown into a cone, while trying not to burn myself, which right there you can see I just did. Once I have everything glued in place, I cut out a circle of fabric that's a bit bigger than my brim, glue it in place. Then using a running stitch, I will gather the edge of that circle together and make it look kind of like what is known in the quilting world, a fabric yo-yo. Once I have that the way I like it, I will cover the cone with another circle of fabric, being sure to tuck in the edge into the inside of the cone, and once again try not to burn myself. Then I will attach the cone to the gathered side of the brim, and I'll have her hat basically complete. Then it's on to decorating. To begin the decorations, I use this really thin 1/8 inch ribbon and glue it around the base of the hat. And then using that same spiderweb ribbon, a thinner one, I give her a small bow and attach it also with the hot glue gun. Once that's done, I trim the tails and then heat seal them so they do not come unraveled. And that is the hat complete. To begin making the broom, I will be using twine, a plastic stir rod, some school glue, some water, a stir stick, my scissors, and the glue gun, of course. First, I cut pieces of the twine to approximate length that I think I need. It turns out that this is twice as long as what I actually needed, but that's okay. I will be saving the rest of these to use in a different project at some point. First, I start pulling apart the twine into its individual strands. And I think, if I remember correctly, there's 12 of those. Once I have those nicely separated and I have a big pile of them, I will be mixing up a 1-to-1 ratio glue water and soaking those and then spreading them out to dry.